I've been seeing such a great response with the coronavirus cannot live in an alkaline body video. Tookie came from the East Coast and dropped a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and people are just really resonating with Dr. Sebi, however it is you want to pronounce it, and just the alkaline diet. So I just basically want to share something that I do every morning now. So I always have my celery juice. For those who have been following me, you know that every morning, first thing, organic celery juice, and then afterwards I'm gonna work out, and then after my workout I have a smoothie. So this smoothie right here, and all it is vegan protein powder, right? And it's organic, of course. Make sure it's organic, because if it's not organic, your protein is going to contain a lot of metals and contaminants. So what's the point of doing something quote unquote healthy if you're putting in more toxins? So I have protein powder base, coconut milk, that's what I use, organic coconut milk. I use organic Vietnamese cinnamon. I use organic cacao powder, and I also use sea moss, and I'm gonna show it to you right now. The sea moss, and yes, it looks pretty crazy, but all it is a container with water that I put in there. Of course, not tap water, right? If you want to do an alkaline diet, don't put more toxins in your body. So try to get some spring water, and I put regular spring water in here, and I put the sea moss in there, and this is how it looks right now. And the reason that you want to put the sea moss in water is because you want it to extract the salt. It's very high in salt. And I try to have some without doing this, like straight from the packaging in the smoothie. It felt like I was drinking salt, like it was the most horrible thing in the world. But anyway, sea moss is something that you definitely want to consume each and every day, because it has so many of the minerals that we need. And that's what you got to realize, like our body is made up of over 50 trillion cells. Like how amazing is that? Like that is fantastic. You are not just one person. You have trillions of cells all throughout your body, and when something is lacking, when you're deficient in anything, if you're not having the right vitamin, you don't have enough iron, you don't have enough potassium, something's gonna get out of whack. And when one thing is out of whack, you are out of whack. So that's my smoothie that I'm having every single morning after my celery, and I like it. I just feel so good. And one thing that you have to realize is there's nothing more gratifying than going to bed and not feeling like you hate yourself. And what I mean by that is, if you're eating properly, that's one less thing you have to beat yourself up over. You get what I mean, right? If you eat healthy, wow, I had my celery, I had my smoothie, I had my wild-caught salmon, or whatever it is that you're having that's very healthy, you feel better about yourself, right? So just like people like to make self-help so difficult, like, oh, you gotta get out there and change the world and then you'll be happy. No, literally do the small things, because the small things are the big things. But I want to share that with you. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you go home and try it out. And I also forgot, in my smoothie, this is why you gotta watch videos throughout, I also add sunflower seeds, raw sunflower seeds, not roasted, not salted, raw sunflower seeds. And literally, this is one of my favorite shakes ever. I'm gonna take a taste test right now. So good. And I'm glad that I did this as well. Make sure when you have your smoothie, try to drink it with a straw, because remember, your body, the way it works, is not meant to, smoothies aren't necessarily quote unquote natural, so your body hasn't been digesting smoothies for thousands of years as we've been digesting food. Your body is meant to break down food, and smoothies are already broken down, so you don't have to chew, it goes straight in. You want to make sure that you drink it with a straw, so like that your body has time to assimilate all the nutrients, and it's not just like a big, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like a big, what's that word? What's the, it's not a big, we could use splash, but I'm looking for something that happens to surfers, but I'll figure it out. And if you do, tell me in the comment section. So it's not a big splash and not a big attack on your digestive system. Make sure you sip it nice and slow. And it also reminds you to be intentional with your food. Do not eat food when you are stressed out. Don't eat food when you're looking at emails, when you're talking on the phone with somebody and you are having a disagreement. Don't eat and do other things that are not putting you at peace, right? Because you could either be at peace or you're not. And if you're not at peace, you can have all the sea moss in the world, you can have all the beautiful vitamins and minerals and all the organic boo 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 boo. But if you're not at peace, you're not digesting any of it. You're not getting the nutrients from what you just put in your body. You felt that before. It's like eating and then going on a roller coaster, right? Or have you ever eaten and just like not been in a great mood and you feel sad or depressed, or you're mad or angry, or you're scared or nervous? You know you don't digest your food properly. You know that. So that's another practice too. It's not all about the foods that you're eating, it's how you are eating those foods. So just make sure whenever you're consuming anything to be gentle with it, to pray. That's what I do before every meal. I literally pray. Sometimes I don't want to, because I just want to watch a show and eat and eat and eat. But I stop and I pray and I give thanks for the food, for the person who cultivated it, for the person who packaged it, for the person who grew it, for the person who nurtured it, who watered it. You have to give thanks, and when I do that all the time, my mouth actually starts to water, so my saliva glands actually start to kick up, because that's how smart your body is. It's like, oh, he's praying, okay, that means we're about to consume food, so I'm revving up my system. Just like if you're gonna get a girl in the bed, you gotta rev up her system. You can't just get in bed, You have to take it slow, take it easy, and do that with your body. But that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you actually, wow, you know what? Let me go get some sea moss. Let me go get some healthy things. Oh, and last thing, and there's more. Wait, there's more. I also put in organic wild blueberries, but only like a little pinch, nothing too much, only a little bit, because you want to make sure that you're not consuming too much sugar. And yes, it's from fruit, so it's okay, but make sure that you don't put too much of it in there, because you want it to be very light on your system. And blueberries are very rich in antioxidant, and if you need a fruit, that's what I would always prescribe: blueberries. Any type of berry, right? Elderberry, any type of berry that you want, but for me, wild organic blueberries is the way to go. And now now you officially have my smoothie recipe. And one other thing that I highly recommend after each and every meal, take a nice little walk, a nice peaceful walk, and it can literally be for 5 minutes. And my mom taught me that every time she finished eating, she always want to get up and walk, and not a power walk, not doing a backflip, but just literally letting your body digest. And remember, when you sit down, you're cutting off circulation to your whole body, and it's just a nice and serene and peaceful way to lower your blood pressure and just to help the food go down. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about, since we're talking about food, and I just think this is so important, you must have the intention that the food can heal you. And basically, it's not literally the food healing you, right? It's not the car getting you to the supermarket. It's you getting yourself to the supermarket. The car just happens to help you do that much faster. And that's what all these nutrient-dense foods do. They just help your body do what it's already destined to do. When you cut your arm or something like that, and then you don't have to do anything, but it heals itself, right? The same way you're gonna heal whatever it is that you're going through, but you can only do that if you truly believe and always repeat to yourself, thank you so much for this food. I know that it's healing my body, my tissues, my organs, my muscles, and I am so grateful for it. You must repeat that, and you must believe that. And I can tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, you will heal yourself, because I've healed myself of so many things. Literally, I'm a testament to it. God can strike me down if I'm lying, because I'm not. It is your birthday, and happy birthday to you. April 25th, and I just find it interesting that obviously your birthday has fell in the midst of this coronavirus thing, and everybody has to stay home. So I thought the best question for you is like, how can somebody best celebrate their birthday during this time?
Well, right now I'm celebrating my birthday as in celebrating life. We don't need a birthday to celebrate. We don't need a reason. Every day, just celebrate something. And that's how I'm doing it, and that's how I feel right now.
That is fantastic. Yeah, like sometimes we always think like we need an excuse or a reason, like I have to graduate, or it has to be your birthday, or it has to be Easter, but like we can literally celebrate each and every day, and I really love that reminder. Now, how did you choose to celebrate today? Like what did you do to celebrate yourself?
Well, I chose to cook one of my favorite meals. Excellent. I made myself shrimp linguine, and to top it off, I bought a birthday cake from Carvel.
And that's perfect. And then I heard some music before we started recording. What was that for?
Oh, I love my YouTube channel. I was listening to Madonna.
Okay. Oh, and you know what? And I saw that you commented on one of the videos that, did you say that you seen Madonna live in concert?
I went to a concert with a good friend of mine. I would say it's 30 years ago.
Wow.
It was fabulous.
Oh my God. Wait, so you saw Madonna and you also saw Prince?
Yeah, I saw Prince. One of my good friends, Barbara, took me out for my birthday years ago. She bought 2 tickets for me and her to go see Prince.
Oh my God. Okay. Prince. Okay. What would you say was your, like, the biggest impression that he left on you? Like, when you left the show, how did you feel?
Oh, I felt great. The song Purple Rain, and matter of fact, that same night, it was raining.
Whoa.
All of the people around the Madison Square Garden had the umbrellas, and they were turning it around while he was singing Purple Rain.
Oh
I'll
my
never forget that moment.
See, that's amazing. And then what was like the special moment from the Madonna concert?
Oh, Madonna, I just love her. I would definitely say the song In Vogue.
Right.
And then her wardrobe changes constantly.
Right.
You know, she's great with that. But she's so talented.
That's fantastic. Well, anyways, that's our time. Thank you so much and happy birthday.
2 minutes. I'm so happy, and this was the best birthday gift ever to talk to you.
Excellent. There you go.
Bye.